You can't have a Jaggy stream without the fucking mic not working. Anyway, hello everybody. How you all doing today? This is a bit of a makeshift stream. Yeah, I know I'm muted. I realized that. So I pull up the iFollow. Harry at Harry Thomas. I will get gifts. I found a way to get gifts. So before, when I would try to get snippets of the game, it would black screen me. But now I found a way to actually get the gifts again, because it's not black screening me this time. So I will get some gifts for you anytime I see like a really interesting moment or a notable moment in the game. I will send the whatever link to the whatever gift that I captured of that particular moment. So yeah, anyway, I started the stream up pretty late because I woke up like 20 minutes before. I was tired. I stayed up until like 1 a.m. last night because I was with my girlfriend, new girlfriend. Well, actually not new. It's yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Alhamdi. Well, going out with somebody that I used to go out with, trying again, basically, and we're happy now. We're happy. Ethan Chislett, Hartlepool, Wimbledon. All right. Anyway, let me start doing it. Stop doing the fucking British accents. Gotta pull up the fucking scoreboard. The first 2 minutes of the game is just gonna be me setting up stuff. So, give me one moment. Okay, Lee Brown has it. Tries to lump it forward over the top, but headed away. Chislett's going to head it back into pressure. Yeah, so far this first minute of the game is very scrappy. Long balls, both teams winning headers. Woodyard tries to play it square to Brown, but take it away. Okay. Alright, scoreboard is now set up. There we go. We're good. Now let me pull up the lineup so that I'm not completely clueless as to who's who. Oh, Umera. That looks familiar. I've seen that guy before. Jennings, Kemp. Other than that, I don't really know many of the players. So. Alright. First 2 minutes, yeah. Both teams giving away possession, trying to play long balls forward, or AFC Wimbledon trying to play it like forward to Davison, but then the center back would cut it off. So, pretty scrappy so far. Hold on one second. Wait. Sorry.
Do you have any crackers left? You ate all the crackers too?
I did.
They're right on. Leave at least one.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All of them?
I
don't
did.
Have anyone? You didn't bring?
I did. I'm sorry.
Good too.
Those are so good, but I brought them yesterday, cause.
That's the only one. That's the only thing I eat.
Oh fuck.
In the morning. Just leave one. If you see, I buy 4. If you see, you can.
No, just leave one at least. Yeah.
You can eat 2. Leave 2. But if you still wanna eat, leave
Okay.
1. Then I buy more.
Okay. Okay, so I'm back now. Okay, I should be okay from now on. So anyway, it looked to me like Armani Little, it was a goal kick. He brought it down, and then he took a little bit too long to release it, and then Umera took it off of him, and then Zanev almost got chipped, actually. Somebody tried to chip Zanev, but thankfully it went a couple yards over the bar. There have been a couple times where Zanev got chipped or was off his line, and they lumped it over him. There have been a couple times where that's happened, but thankfully not there. The first real opportunity of the game there for Hartlepool. But yeah, anyway, so AFC Wimbledon's last game, I didn't actually see that because I was at school. I didn't actually make like a video announcing that, but I was in class. Um, Seemed to me like they're pretty sturdy defensively. It's been a bit of a pattern over these last like 6 or 7 games. Sturdy defensively, struggling on the chance creation front. So I guess I didn't really miss much there. Ooh, some high press here. Chislett and Jane. Or Jaisimi, pardon me. Yeah, still standard 4-2-3-1. Al Hamadi on the right, Jaisimi. I did say a few streams ago, and also Lee Finch thinks the same thing, or at least he thought the same thing, that Al Hamadi is not a winger, that we shouldn't put him on the wing. But he looked a lot more confident on that wide area last time out, especially that one moment where he like took a heavy touch down the wing and put the cross into the box. That was a really nice that was a pretty nice move from him. Anyway, Josh Davison, pardon me, winning the foul there off hold up play there. A little bit of a long ball over the top, but then he kind of came back as the ball was under hit, and he was able to win the free kick there as the player kind of pushed him from behind. About, let's say, 29, 30 yards up. Where's Rob Cornell? Is he sick? I don't hear Rob on commentary. Well, it's a good free kick, headed back by Pierce. Offside. Oh, I guess Pierce was offside. Went too early. I'll get my gifts ready just in case I see something that's like really notable. They're not black screening me, which is awesome. I'm going to switch the away commentary because I do like Mike T, but his commentary is not the most like engaging in the world. Let me listen to the away commentary, see how that is. Okay, I'm taking this time while there's a throw-in for Wimbledon to try to memorize some of the player numbers and memorize their stature and their looks. Kemp, 40. Jennings, 36. Ferguson, yeah, Ferguson is pretty decent on that wide area. Featherstone. Okay, Hartlepool knocking around a little bit here. Chislett putting the press on Dodds. Here's Kemp now on the right. Too close to the keeper there, thankfully. Zanim's going to roll it out, as he usually does. Jaisimi has so much space ahead of him. Can he create some... Can he create his own chance, maybe? Tries to cut it to his left. Yeah, cuts it to his left. Chislett, top of the box. The shot wasn't put with enough purchase there. Jaisimi cut it inside and was able to get ahead of Pruti, the center back. And then the pass to Chislett was deflected a little bit, so Chislett had to come back a little bit to try to get something on that. It's a corner though, as that shot was deflected. Nice work there from Jaisimi, as you usually expect him to on that wide area, to really be dangerous and to beat somebody 1v1. Keeper punches it out. Foul on the keeper though. It looked to me like I was Josh Davison. No, it wasn't Davison. It was Armani Little on the keeper that kind of leaned on him and forced him off balance. Ooh. Kalambai losing the header against Umera, but he's able to pick it up and draw the foul over Umera. Let me take a quick look at the stats for Hartlepool, see who's really sticking out. So Armstrong and Oates are their leading goal scorers, and neither of them are actually on the team sheet. So that's good for us, I guess. But Umera was a signing. What did he get signed in the transfer window? Because I don't remember Umera being a part of Hartlepool. Oh wait, 2020, 2021. Wait, that was last season's stats I was looking at. My bad. No, so Umera, leading goal scorer with 10. So just scratch whatever I said earlier about the leading goal scorers. My bad. Other than that, though, their next highest is Wesley McDonald with 3. So Armani Little switches the play here to Brown. Can he get a good ball in? You expect him to. Yeah, that's a decent ball. Header away, all the way out to the right-hand side, or near side to Dodds. Clears away, not fully away, though. Or, I mean, it was up in the air, but pretty close to the 18-yard box. Umera just saving the ball. It was trickling all the way out for a goal kick initially, as Kalambai was shielding it. Umera is a pretty strong individual. Kalambai, I shouldn't say he has a lot on his hands, but, I mean, Umera is really favoring going towards Kalambai for some of these hold-up play exchanges instead of Alex Pierce. I mean, Pierce, I would expect him to win most headers. Amani Little played a square to Woodyard. Woodyard gets dispossessed here. Oh, decent effort there from Umera, but Woodyard, I mean, the pass wasn't all the way to Woodyard's feet. Amani Little tried to play it square to Woodyard. No, it was to his feet, but Woodyard tried to let it go across his body and then play it to the far side. But it looked to me like Jennings, the striker, got there first, got a sliding tackle in. Played it to Umera. Umera tried to take it to his left, and it was out for a goal kick. I wasn't able to get the GIF in time for that one, but Woodyard just letting the ball roll across his body there. Couldn't get there in time. I mean, it wasn't a terrible idea. The pass from Little was put pretty heavily, so Woodyard just kind of let it roll. Jaisimi, taking a couple people on. Yep, foul. Nicely done, Jaisimi. He's just so tricky, man. Like, whenever he's on the ball, like, his touches are very close to his feet. He's such a tricky player, man. I'm getting the GIF. First GIF of the day, boys. No! It's black! No, I thought it was going to work. Oh, no. Okay, so there's that idea. Scrapped, I guess. My bad. Anyway, free kick here for AFC Wimbledon in a dangerous area, about 26 yards out. Not the best delivery from Little, as it was a little bit behind the runners, and Pierce tried to extendo neck it, tried to win the header back. but cleared away. Jaisimi picks up a ball as Chislett try to play it back to Woodyard. Chislett, nicely done, gets all the way back to recover. Still in possession is Hartlepool, top of the 18-yard box. They force it back. Dodds now on the right. Chislett's putting the press on. Cleared away by Brown. Nicely done, Chislett. Woodyard and Chislett on the double team on the right side there. Chislett's not afraid to get in that challenge, especially if he loses out on the ball. That's something you like about Chislett. His work rate's pretty solid. I mean, he's not like box to box, but like every now and again when you want him to get into a challenge, he will. JC on the right plays a little through ball attempt, but it didn't end up going through to Davison. Jaisimi on that corner again. Tries to get the cross off, try to save it from going out, but oof. Number 20 going on a mission, one of their center backs. Actually, then that's Silla, the center mid. But foul committed by Armani Little. Silla. Mohamed Silla. Who's he played for in the past? Oldham and Aldershot. 2 seasons for Oldham, 1 season for Aldershot. So nothing too notable in his resume yet. But seems pretty strong, that center mid. Chelsea's women's team, yeah. Oh, Jaisimi dispossesses somebody? No, they're still in possession. Hartlepool. Now it's with Ferguson. Featherstone. Oh, that was almost a good through ball there from Kemp, or onto Kemp. Now on the right hand side is Kemp here. Double teamed. Down the 18-yard box. The shot from number 36, Jennings, was a poor one. Silla dispossessing Jaisimi. Oh, ball bouncing back and forth. Davison dispossesses number 8, Featherstone. Featherstone dispossesses Al-Hamadi. This is a very scrappy game. Very scrappy. Well, not throughout, but the midfield battles are mainly what has been dictating these first 19 minutes. Only real chance that Hartlepool have created so far, even though they're knocking around pretty decently, they've only created that one chance in like the 3rd minute where they try to chip Zanev off a dispossession. Armani Little getting dispossessed in that play in the 3rd minute, as I mentioned. Hartlepool just knocking around here. They are playing like a mid-table side rather than a relegation side right now. It's only a matter of time, I guess. It looked to me like it was. Umera was holding it up, and then he looked like he got a tiny nick off of Lee Brown, but I guess we'll take that throw in for us. Okay, nice first touch from Little. Aw, Little, what are you doing, mate? Good first touch from Little off the chest, and then he tried to play Jaisimi over the top and completely mishit it. Throw in on the far side. Oh, here we go. Al-Hamadi on the right, plays it square to Chislett. I was going to say take your first touchdown in the center, but puts it back into pressure. Al-Hamadi now. On the overlap is Gunter. But Jaisimi has it. Oh, good delivery. Davison near post header almost there. Jaisimi's so good in tight spaces. I mean, he receives the ball. His first touch was like right at his feet because he knew that the pressure might have come, and then immediately released it with his left foot in swinging cross. Yeah, it was just slightly behind Davison, who had to try to get his head fully on that. But Jaisimi, I'm very impressed with him. I know he's a loan signing. I know he's come from Charlton, and Wimbledon have had to rely on loan signings every now and again throughout their history, but that's the kind of player that we need, you know. Very good in the wide area on the 1v1s, and can really make something out of nothing. So far, though, we need the likes of Woodyard and Armani Little to be a little bit better in possession, as they've given the ball away a couple of times already in these first 23 minutes of the game. We need to build off them, right? The defensive mids sometimes are what really start the play. A nice header by Little there. Al-Hamadi coming back and holding the ball up. Gunter has plenty of space here. Nah, they're just knocking around Little and Gunter. Playing it patient right now. Got plenty of people running off the ball here. Jaisimi now. Hartlepool are playing very deep right now. Inviting pressure. Nah. Paul Kalambayi's got him all day, man. Nicely done, Kalambayi. Foul on Umera. Yeah, they tried to play it up to Umera on the hold-up. Kalambayi was able to get ahead of him. Shield it out. Draw the foul. So far, I did say Umera's a pretty strong presence, but Kalambayi's been doing a good job of holding him off. Kalambayi and Pierce has been a very good center-back pairing over these last 6 games. Ever since Pierce came back, really. Ever since Pierce came back into the starting lineup. Ooh. Chislett has some space here. Inside of the 18-yard box. Tries to take someone on. Back to Brown. Heavy touch, but he slides in and recovers possession. Woodyard tried to clip it over the top, but keeper collects. If Lee Brown's touch wasn't so heavy on that wide area, he could have put the ball into the box, but he had to slide in to recover possession from Silla. And then Woodyard tried a little chip ball over down the middle, but keeper collects. Seems to me like Al-Hamadi's been kind of switching from right to left. He's been all over the place today, but Al-Hamadi he hasn't been on the ball too frequently, but so far he's been good on the hold up as he usually is. Woodyard has some space. Hartlepool sitting pretty deep again. You know, some teams can be pretty defensively sound, but Hartlepool don't have the best record in terms of goals against tally. So their goals against tally, I should say. So I mean, well, they're pretty. They don't give. What am I saying? I mean, they're a pretty good side in terms of winning headers. They're very strong, very physically imposing, proper League Two like center backs. But I think their issue is actually. No, they actually have 56 goals conceded, so never mind. But yeah, no, we need to take advantage of this. Like, this is the game where we really need to get the ball in the fucking back of the net. Here we go. Jaisimi. On the hold-up is Davison. Trying to set himself up for a shot, but the center back poked it away. Gunter with his left. Davison. Oh, Chiz. Decent effort there as looked to me like Josh Davison he won the header and it went straight up in the air, and Chislett tried to get his laces and kind of got some backspin on the shot, and it was just a couple yards over the bar. Oh, giveaway here. Chislett with his right foot. Silla blocks the shot. Davison now. AFC Wimbledon are all over Hartlepool. Brown on the left. He's going to put the... No, he actually plays it back. Little. Oh, gets ahead of his man. Can he take a long shot? He's known for it. Decent strike. Low to the keeper's left. Beaten away. As soon as Little had space to shoot there, I'm like, he's fucking shooting. He didn't shoot right away. He took a couple extra touches before taking the shot. But yeah. Bounced in front of the keeper. Keeper taking no chances. Parrying it away. Oof. Yeah, it was a throw-in. Jaisimi tried to get the ball back into the box. Keeper collected. It's good first 28 minutes here for the Dons. I mean, well, first 15 were kind of even, back and forth. Hartlepool actually possessing pretty well at times. But now AFC Wimbledon have firmly taken control of this first half. We really need to get the ball in the back of the net though, especially against this Hartlepool side. Oh, Brown has a bit of space here. Overlap to Chiz. Headed away there. His left-footed cross was straight at the near post. Ooh, Alex Brown losing out on pace to O'Mara. That's a yellow, I'm sure. Yeah, knew what he was doing, Alex Pierce. Just kind of got his body in the way to stop the challenge. Like threw his shoulder in the way of. Just kind of threw his body in front of O'Mara as he was making that run over the top. Alex Pierce on the book now. He is susceptible to that every now and again. It wasn't even like a long ball over the top. It was just like a 10-yard little chipped ball intended for O'Mara around the midfield line, and then it bounced a couple times. O'Mara just beat him for pace. Far post is Silla. Wins it over Davison, but cleared away. Not fully away by Gunter. Chislett wins it eventually. Nice pressure there from Chiz. Not fully able to take it off Dodds, though. Kemp holding it up ahead of top of the 18. Nicely done by Lee Brown. Nah. I'm going back to see if that was actually a foul. No. Nah. Lee Brown, he did hold his shirt for like a half second, but that was 2 seconds before the challenge was made. Nah, it was not, no. It looked like it was at first glance, but Brown had his hand on his back, but didn't actually push him, didn't grab his shirt. He got a little tug early in the exchange, but that didn't actually bring Kemp down, so Not enough. But I'm not gonna cry foul. I mean, it did look sort of like a foul because Kemp went down, but nah, it wasn't on second glance. Chisler has space here. Brown on the overlap. Oh, good ball! Yes! Good ball! Al Hamadi, first goal of the season, baby. I was wondering when he'd get on the score sheet and how he would. There it is. I mean, Hartlepool were 6s and 7s at the back there. Al Hamadi, or I'm sorry, Lee Brown was the one that won the header forward to Chislett, and then their outside back, well, they did play 3 in the back, but their midfielder was nowhere to be found. Their outside mid. Brown had plenty of space on the overlap, and that's such a good delivery from Brown, top of the 6-yard box, on a plate for Al Hamadi. Heads it to the far post, nothing the keeper could do there. And 1-0, let's go. Finally, boys! Finally win the score sheet. This is like, what, the 4th game? Well, there were 3 games in a row where we didn't score. 2 or 3. And finally, baby, on the score sheet. Let's go. Let's go. Good delivery. Good header there from Al Hamadi, too. Made a very, very good run. He initially kind of held back a little bit and then made like a run toward the near post. The ball fell to him around in between the near post and the far post. Maybe a little closer to the near, but it was a good run from Al Hamadi. Anyway, Silla here on the midfield. Our numbers are a little shallow in the back here. His Kemp Jennings tried to play Kemp square, but thankfully Lee Brown was able to swoop it up and clear it away. Come on, boys. We are by far the best team the world has ever seen. I wonder what really changed the tides, because, I mean, Hartlepool, I wouldn't say they were the better side in the first 20 minutes. I think they controlled possession a little bit better. But what really changed, I think, from my perspective, I just think that, I'm trying to think. Yeah, AFC Wimbledon were a little bit better in possession. Hartlepool just kept dropping deep and just inviting pressure. We would play a couple of overlapping runs. They would overload the middle, Hartlepool, whenever they would drop deep and invite pressure. They would overload the middle. We would try to play to the sides a little bit. And I think Hartlepool just got too comfortable with their play in the first 20 minutes. And they did start to play long a few more times too, Hartlepool. They depended a little bit too much on Umera on the hold-up at times. Every now and again they would play to Kemp in the middle, but I think we're doing well defensively as we usually do. Yeah, Chislett's been fantastic this game so far. He's been, in the right areas at the right times, dropping to help defensively whenever he needs to, and then... Yeah, it looked to me like, well, Lee Brown actually got a bit of his shirt there off the throw-in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that is definitely a foul there from Lee Brown. He was holding his shirt off the throw-in for, like, what was a good 3 seconds. Anyway, Dodds on the right-hand side here tries to get the cross off. Lee Brown is able to get there in time. This referee is very lenient. And now Al Hamadi's getting his shirt tugged by the center back and nothing, so... At least the ref's consistent. At least. But, I mean, AFC Wimbledon have had more of the shirt tug offenses so far. Armani Little. Josh Davison nodding it towards Chislett. Nicely done. Directed it towards him. Chislett now on the 1v1 against Silla. Plays it back to Woodyard. Yeah, Wimbledon just knocking around here. A little bit of pressure there from Hartlepool, but Woodyard eventually switches the play to the far side. Nothing going on the near side so far. Good off-the-ball movement by AFC Wimbledon. They're lively. Their positioning's good. They're overall playing pretty well. Switches the play from Woodyard here. Plenty of space for Brown to take. You know he's going to whip it in. There it is. Decent ball back post. Al-Hamadi tries to nut it back. Cleared away. Looked like it bounced off Al-Hamadi's shoulder after he tried to head it. No, he's not a nuisance. Callum Bai has had him in his back pocket. I don't know what he's... I think he's trying to say, oh, he's about to try to be a nuisance. Ooh, Silla tried to head it towards the center, but all the way to Chislett, who has space. Brown again being defended here by Dodds. Woodyard now. Ooh. Woodyard chips it in, headed away. Nicely done, Woodyard recovering it off Silla. Let's see what Chislett can do here. Takes it to his right. Some good off-the-ball movement there. Josh Davison. Ooh, good movement from Davison. Armani Little tried to play it. Into the box there, and it was just over Davison's head, cleared away. But very good movement off the ball towards that near post. Davison hasn't found the ball too often, but when he has, he hasn't gotten the ball taken off of him. He's been making good runs inside the 18-yard box, just hasn't found the opportunity to head it towards goal. Obviously, we saw Hamadi doing that earlier. Still possession here of the Dons. They've had the ball for a good 3 minutes. Nope, there's zero pressing going on from Hartlepool. I mean, they press every now and again, but there's absolutely none going on right now aside from maybe the occasional... Oh, there's some press there on Woodyard. Yeah, Connor Jennings, okay. I mean, that's how you catch teams, right? No press, no press. All of a sudden, blistering speed. Yeah, Woodyard thankfully was ahead of that one. Took it toward the near side and then faked the step over towards their goal and then went back to our goal and then drew the foul. A little dangerous if Jennings got the better of that exchange, but yeah, Woodyard drawing the foul there. Ooh, nicely done from Armani Little there. Brown, Chislett on the 1v1 again on the wide area. Takes it to his right foot as he usually does. Curling effort, a good 4 or 5 yards wide there. Good idea from Chislett to try to do kind of like a Philippe Coutinho, take it to his right, and then immediately try to bend it top corner, but didn't get enough curve on that one. Well, it was a little bit of curve, it's just the initial placement of the shot wasn't the best. AFC Wimbledon again, chiseled off the press, man. Kemp tried to play it through, but thankfully Armani Little was positioned well. Oh! He just completely went past Kemp's challenge there. Nice skill. Hamadi charging on that left-hand side. Barely able to keep it in, though. Oh! Shanked clearance from Hartlepool. Way! Throw in a good area for Wimbledon because of that shanked clearance from, looked like Hartley, number 39. Oh, foreign, excuse me. 35. Armani Little taking towards the center. He can set himself up for a shot. Blocked. Jaisimi on the far side. You know what he can do. He's being doubled up right now. Not the best shot from Jaisimi with his left foot. Good idea, though, to set himself up. Yeah, both of the players that were on him actually tried to force him to his right. Umera now on the far side corner flag. Knocks it back. Headed away by Pierce. Nobody on it, thankfully. Way. I don't know what Dodds is doing there. He tried to switch the play, but it went over everyone's head. Davison's header not the best there. He tried to flick it back, but it went towards our own goal. They're possessing it now. Hartlepool. Yeah, AFC Wimbledon pressing high here. Pierce nods it back forward. Davison losing out on the aerial exchange. Hartlepool are starting to just play direct now. They're a little desperate here. They try to knock it forward again to Umera. Not going to work. Yeah, Hartlepool are starting to get a little desperate now. And Zanev's just going to keep it. Yep, nobody's pressing. Okay, keep it as long as you want, Zanev. Alright, now he clears it. Oh, Woodyard. Holy shit. Go on, Woodyard. Pressing all the way high. Foul committed by Woodyard there. Whoa. Okay. I just noticed that. There's a kazoo advertisement. The better way to buy your next car. Or should I say, the better way to buy your next car. Anyway, I just noticed that the A on kazoo is actually shaped like a car. I didn't notice that before. I don't know why. Oh well. Way! The keeper tried to play to the outside back, but it was ahead of him. Okay, he actually saves it from going out. Free kick now. Wow. Okay, Hartlepool actually have an opportunity here. If they can whip a good free kick in here. Gunter committing the foul there on Jennings as he dropped deep. It's going to be Ferguson, I think, to whip this in. No, it's not Ferguson. It's Kemp. Cleared away. All right. Good first half by the Dons. First 15 minutes, I'd say Hartlepool maybe slightly better in possession, but their only real chance was that chipped effort from the 4th minute. Hartlepool didn't really create any chances, and then after the first 15, 20 minutes, it was all Wimbledon, man. I mean, Hartlepool getting complacent, dropping deep. AFC Wimbledon knocking it around pretty well, playing the overlap. So, you know, JaggyDons, fantastic on the wide areas. He's a little quiet towards the latter half of that half, but, you know, a lot of overlapping runs, especially on the near side with Brown. Chislett was actually decent on the 1v1s a couple times, tried to take it to his right foot to try to take a shot on. Al-Hamadi with a very nice run off of the cross from Brown and getting that far post header. I mean, there are a couple other, like, okay half chances from Wimbledon. I think they got, what, 7 or 8 shots that half? 9. 9 total. Only 2 on target. The Al-Hamadi one, and then I think it was that shot from Armani Little from about 20 to 23 yards out that the keeper beat it away to his left. But, yeah, a couple shots that kind of went a little wayward, like Chislett trying to Coutinho and then 4 or 5 yards wide, and then JaggyDons trying a left-footed effort, you know, good 6, 7 yards wide over the bar. But other than that, I mean, chance creation is there. I think we've been possessing it well, you know, keeping control of it. And, yeah, good first half. In terms of substitutions, I would like to see maybe, hold on one second, where did the lineups go? Well, maybe no subs right away, but maybe, I don't know. Actually, I don't know who would come off here. Perhaps McAteer. Maybe we could switch to a diamond and have McAteer playing at center attacking mid, perhaps, and have JaggyDons and Chislett on the wide areas, and then either Little or Woodyard would come off eventually. It'd be a hard sell to take Woodyard off, though. I mean, he's one of our captains, if you will. Could also bring on Aaron Pierre if we decide to. I don't know why we would decide to switch for a 3, so forget about that. I don't think Pierre would come on. Curry for Brown, maybe, like 75th minute or so for some fresh legs. But other than, yeah, Harry Pell, I don't know, man. I mean, I think we're fine the way we are. I mean, eventually maybe we can make like for like subs for fresh legs, but I think we're cool the way we are right now. But yeah, I'm gonna get some cereal and I'll be back. Wait, I didn't actually set up the graphic. That's the Carlisle graphic. Okay. Let me. I mean, I guess that works. We'll try that. Alright, I'll be back, boys. I'm going to put on some NCS music and be on my way for the time being.
The thing I was immediately struck with was the design. Lots of
I've been dancing by myself tonight. Close my eyes, I'm fading with the lights. Did you always keep me in the dark? Even though I did you let me stay? Should've never let you break my heart. No, there's nothing left for me to say. 'Cause I'm lost in the silence between you and me. Now you're gone, nothing's left over used to be. That's okay, that's alright. Go ahead and live your life. That's okay, that's alright. But don't blame me if I get sad sometimes.
Plowley.
But don't blame me if I get sad sometimes.
Bill 1, Gillingham 0, Harrogate Town 1, Crewe 0, Leyton Orient 0, Crawley Town 0, Sutton United 0, Doncaster 0. And if you missed the updates from the National League North earlier, it's Spennymoor Town 1, Scarborough 1, and also Leamington 0, Darlington 0.
We're as passionate as you are.
BBC Radio T's Sport.
Let's turn our attentions away from football for the moment then, because Stuart Broad was in tremendous form as England took control of the first test against New Zealand on day 3. Broad ripped through the hosts' top order, taking 4 wickets at Mount Magami as New Zealand closed on 63 for 5 in their second innings, and they still need 331 runs to win. Here's the England new all-time record partnership taker with James Anderson, Stuart Broad.
For me, it's sort of when I take a wicket early, first, second, third over, that's when I get a real feeling. And actually, I said to Jimmy, when I had Latham, he nicked 1 second so we went down, I said to Jimmy, it's such a shame because I feel like I could get on one here, could get on a spell. And then, so then to bowl him sort of 2 or 3 balls later really got me moving. I felt a great rhythm from that end. It felt like a really nice pitch for me, like a pitch that I didn't have to try too much. I was just trying to wobble the ball and hit the pitch as hard as possible and still managed to bring the stumps into play. So you know, I felt like we had momentum after our batting innings, just the way the guys played. Popey, Bruty, Folksy, I mean all the guys really, Brookie, the style of cricket we played, I felt like the flow of water was all going our way. And you know, our chat at the dinner break with Baz was just wickets, 100 wickets tonight. If we know they're top heavy, we know they've got so much quality at the top. If we can break a few of their key batters tonight, we give ourselves a really good chance. And when the Barmy Army got going, the crowd started lifting, and it just felt like it could be our night.
When you bowled Devon Conway, 1,002 wickets for you and Jimmy in tests together, the most successful bowling duo in history, going past McGrath and Warne. What does that mean to you two as a partnership?
Yeah, very special. You know, he's a great friend of mine and someone I spend a lot of time with outside of cricket. So to have that sort of record with a great friend is really special. You know, we now have the most wickets as a partnership. I don't think that means we're the best. You know, McGrath and Warne, what they did for the game and how they inspired a generation was pretty special. But I think it's, you know, 1,000 wickets, it's a sign of longevity, it's a sign of a pairing always pushing each other to get better, driving each other forward. And you know, I feel very lucky and blessed that I've been born in the same sort of era as Jimmy, and with different style of bowlers, but complement each other really nicely. And you know, 1,000 wickets, when you say it doesn't feel real, when you see it written down doesn't feel real. So it's a lot. It feels very special.
What more can you two achieve with a partnership?
Just keep winning series. I think that's what we look to. You know, I think when you look at how intense the cricket is coming up, particularly the summer, it's like 5-6 tests in 7 weeks really. You need a catalogue of fast bowlers, and I think we've really gathered that now. Sort of Robbo, Jimmy, myself, Woody, Joff, Wokesy, Stoney, Potsy, a real good group of sort of seam bowlers that can keep firing. And I think the important thing with Test cricket is how hard you can hit the pitch and how you can run in each day, and the variety that we've gathered. And you know, that Jimmy and I trying to share our information, share how we do it to the rest of the group. whether we play or not, it is quite important. We both see that as sort of quite important roles for us. So yeah, I mean, it's been really special it's been a special evening to do it, like in a beautiful ground like this. You know, the Barmy Army, the bank's full on a Saturday. It means a lot to us, but we've played enough Test cricket to know that this game's not over yet. We've got 5 wickets, we've got 5 more to go, and that's our job tomorrow afternoon.
When you and I spoke a few days ago, we spoke about how you missed the series in Pakistan, but you still felt the shirt was yours because of the success you'd had earlier or last year, and what you've done tonight backs that up.
Not so much the shirt's mine. I think, you know, Baz's communication lines are really good, and my mindset's really clear. I can't control whether I play in games or not, but I can control whether I'm fit, fresh, in rhythm and hungry, and my competitive spirit's high. So we're looking forward to the cricket that's coming in the Ashes. You know, I know within myself I've got a good record in Ashes cricket, and if I have a positive effect on one Test match and we win the Ashes as an England team, that's a great drive for me. Yeah, of course, I'd like to play 5, I'd like to play 4 or 3, but if I have a positive impact on any of them, that's my job as a senior bowler done if England win the Ashes. So I can only control what I do, and you know, we've got a good catalogue of fast bowlers now, and it's great to be a part of that group.
Come on then, talk us through the Nighthawk from the Nighthawk's point of view.
I was lying on the physio bed at 9:15 last night, and Baz walks into the physio room and goes, "Hawk, it's time." I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You're going in next." I was like, "Okay." So try to delay it as much as I can, put my pads on. But yeah, it's a pretty simple game plan, is to try and hit the ball to the boundary and try and cause chaos, really. I think when the first line that we came up with was sort of trying to attack the enemy when they're tired, so at the end of a day's play, but they weren't particularly tired last night. It was a bit quicker than I was expecting, but yeah, and then it got to the last over and I thought, well, for the team the best thing is Ollie Pope doesn't face the ball. It doesn't matter if I get out, but it does matter if he does, so I took the last over. But yeah, I think it's going to be used at different times. You know, if it's nipping around and bowlers are holding length, it's a great time for Nighthawk to be used, because you can try and hit the ball off length and make them bowl a different style. It's sort of a bit of a free hit, really, a bit of a freebie. It doesn't matter if you get a first ball up, just try and cause a bit of chaos and make people smile, and it certainly makes our change room smile.
The brilliant Stuart Broad there talking after his wonderful performance last night in New Zealand, and I love how he plays down the legendary partnership between him and James Anderson. Well, it's almost time for the second half at Plough Lane. Let's rejoin Matty Nixon for the second half, and we'll be hoping for a better performance from Hartlepool United.
Yeah, fingers crossed, Josh. 2 teams back out on the pitch in front of us. Overcast afternoon here in south-west London. And Pools, I can tell you, Mr. Curl must have been listening to us at the end of that first half, because he has made a change. He has sacrificed the defender in Eden Fruity and brought on, for his debut, the Pools number 48, Leon Clark. No, that's not his age, he's 38. He is on for his Hartlepool United debut and lines up on this near side with Pools just about to kick off. So it means that Pools have Jakub Stolczyk in goal, a back 4 now of Dan Dodds, Taylor Foran, Peter Hartley, David Ferguson, Mo Silla and Nicky Featherson, and Dan Kemp in midfield. And I think it'll be Connor Jennings just off Leon Clark and Josh Mera up top. So that is the Hartlepool United lineup for this second half, as the kick-off's taken and Stolczyk lodges it into the Wimbledon half. Leon Clark winning his first drop to Kemp on the edge of the area. Can't quite get there though. Pearce just getting there ahead of his man. As for AFC.
All right, let me change the scoreboard again. The timer. Here we go. Did I see me though? Oh. Just a little too far had Jaisimi try to knock it forward to Al Hamadi with the inside of his foot. Little curler cross. Damn, that was close. All right, no substitutions from either side from what I see. I do not speak Arabic, unfortunately. I do speak English, Spanish, and Portuguese, though. If you speak Spanish or Portuguese, I got you. I got you. Alright. Foul committed there. Looks to me like it was Armani Little. Oh, they play quick Hartlepool, but they're offside. Okay. Wait, number 48, I think. Is that a sub? Looks to me like... Oh, yeah, they did make one sub. Hartlepool. Leon Clark ahead of Pruti, I guess center back for center back. Interesting. Oh no, he's going to be playing like in the midfield area or winger area, and I think they push somebody back to center back. I would imagine Silla, perhaps. No. Oh, they're really playing two in the back now. I mean, Ferguson is really their third quote-unquote center back now. I unfortunately do not speak Arabic. I will say salam alaikum though. Welcome, welcome. Chislett on the left. Just knocking around a little bit, trying to find some space. Silla putting the press. Oh, Gunter gives it away as he tries to take a touchdown to center. It was Jennings that dispossessed him. They try to switch the play, and Armani Little gets in the sliding challenge. Not fully away, though. Kemp is able to get by him. No foul. Silla's going to put it back into the box. Headed away by Gunter. Jennings dropping deep. He's going to play it overlapping run here to Ferguson. Woodyard gets there first before the cross was put. Corner kick for Hartlepool, though. First real opportunity of the game for Hartlepool, aside from that little chipped effort from the 4th minute. Yeah, they try to play it along to Al-Hamadi, and then all of a sudden the center back just got a little poke away to Ferguson, and then we just kind of sat deep a little bit. They played Jennings on the hold-up, overlapping run. It was a 1-2. I mean, we weren't dropping like super deep, but we just didn't put the pressure on right away on Ferguson, on the outside back. Oh yeah, Al-Hamadi is a great player. He got on the score sheet already in this game. Very strong, good on the hold-up. Very hard to dispossess him. Also, he's got like a pretty good... He's not like super fast in terms of like top speed, but he accelerates really quick. Like he goes from standing to like his top speed really quick. Like if he takes a heavy touch forward, he'll get to it and he'll hold the challenge off. Good player. I do like him. We signed him for a long-term deal. Oh, Zanev, you can't have a game without a Zanev shanked clearance. That at least it goes out for a throw-in rather than counter-attacking opportunity. Yeah. No, but I mean, we got him. We have him for a couple seasons now, I'm sure. He's going to be the new Asal, except maybe not as much of a temper as a Sal. But he does look like a bright young talent. Ferguson's going to play it back to Silla on the center. Clark's holding it up here, yeah. Jennings now takes it to his right foot, beats Gunter for pace, gets the shot off. But Zana was able to collect that one. I gotta say, Jennings, he's been decent for Hartlepool. O'Mara's been very quiet all game, but Jennings, he drops back, takes a touch down the center, sets himself up for shooting opportunities or to lay it off to somebody. I think Jennings has been the more dangerous player of the two so far. Oh, complete mishit, straight up in the air inside the 18-yard box. Wimbledon not able to win the header though, as Kemp is in possession now. Yes, Al Hamadi looks... I already said this a couple minutes ago actually, but I think you just came on. Al Hamadi looks very good. Are you talking about in this game or overall? If you're talking about overall, I think he's a solid player. Can hold the ball up whenever he takes a heavy touch. I think he's able to shrug his man off anytime his man tries to get a challenge off. So very strong, but also decent pace and acceleration for his size. Anyway, Chisholm take a couple touches. He has set himself up for a shot. Rebound, Giacimi! 2-0. Let's go, dude. Okay, that was such a good touch by Al Hamadi, though. He flicks it back. It was Chislett that played him. Al Hamadi on the hold-up, first touch, and then he flicks it behind him on the return pass to Chislett. Chislett takes a couple of touches, sets himself up for a shot. Keeper beats it away. Not the best rebound in the world, and Giacimi is able to finish it on that far post. Al Hamadi with such a good touch to Chislett, though. That was beautiful. So already Al Hamadi with a goal and a very key pass to set up a counterattack. And it's 2-0 to the Dons. Giacimi going over to the corner flag and celebrating with absolute vigor. Just like throwing his hands, pumping his fists. And you can tell Giacimi, even though he's a loan signing, you can tell that he is very much a part of this AFC Wimbledon. Of course he's a part of the side. I was going to say that he's already gelling, clicking with the team. You can tell that in terms of chemistry on the field, you can tell that it's there. And now Giacimi, it's nice to see him celebrating with lots of excitement after scoring that one. 2-0. First time we scored 2 goals in how long now? I'm trying to get the scoreboard changed. I'll do that on the next dead ball. $2-0. Okay, now here we go. Chislett, overlapping run, Woodyard, defended by Kemp. He actually beats Kemp. Oh! Penn? Yo, Alex Woodyard is incensed. Dude, he actually showed some good feet, some good skill there. He actually, but I think he went down to ground easy. Let me look back at this, actually. He beats Kemp, his first touch, to his right foot, and then he takes a heavy touch down to his left foot. Like, he steps over to his right and then goes to his left. Maybe not a foul. It looked to me like Dodd stuck a leg out, and Woodyard left his leg out to try to make the contact happen, to try to manufacture the contact. Yeah, good no call by the ref. It looked like a foul at first, but Woodyard did leave his leg out in order for that contact to happen. Do you think we're getting in the playoffs? No. I think we'll get close. I think maybe we could finish 10th, or I'd say 10th will be our final finishing place. But I mean, we have the makings of a team that could make the playoffs. I know we're not consistent enough, At least in terms of chance creation. I think defensively we're solid enough to keep clean sheets, though. I think I would say 11th or 10th would be our final position, but I wouldn't rule out 7th. But that would be like if we grind out results, if we can nick a 1-0 every now and again, or we win a game every now and again that we maybe don't deserve to win. I think we'll get there, but we'll see. I think we still have a chance, even if it's a minuscule one. But I think we are setting the foundation for next season for sure. I think next season we are going to be looking for a playoff push, most definitely. Nicely done. Lee Brown has defended pretty well so far this game. Anytime they go to the outside, he's been keeping Dodds and Kemp in his back pocket. Long ball forward intended for Davison, but a little shirt tugging there, but the referee hasn't called those at all. I gotta say, I said this earlier in the stream, but Pierce and Callum Baye have established themselves as one of the best center back pairings in the league, which is a surprise. I mean, Alex Pierce, while he is a good defender, wins a lot of aerial duels, he was just absolutely woeful in terms of on the ball and giving the ball away a couple of times. But he's actually really cleaned up his act, Alex Pierce, on the ball as well. So, I mean, now that he's cleaned that part of his game up, and Callum Baye also getting more consistent defensively, I think it's a good center back pairing. Anyway, foul committed by Gunter on the hold up from Dodds. Gives a little bit of a shove, little bit of a hands-on kind of moment there. Free kick for Hartlepool. Unfortunately, not this season. I was planning on going to the UK, but money has been a bit tight lately, and I'm still going to Brazil again in the summer. But I will be going to the UK 100% next season. And if I do plan on going to the UK, I plan on staying there for another 3 weeks roughly. At least 3 weeks. I'll try to see 2 or 3 Dons fixtures, as well as a Premier League game, maybe a Championship game. I'll try to go where there are going to be a couple midweek games, so I can catch a couple of other games, and just whatever games I go to, I'll vlog. But unfortunately, not this season. Oh, Pierre's coming on. I didn't think he actually would come on. But then again, we are 2-0 up. I think maybe we'll play 4 in the back. Alex, it's going to be like Pierce for Pierre. I think, yeah, Pierce gone down with like a little bit of a knock there. Yeah, I didn't actually notice that, my bad. Yeah, like for like, Pierce coming down with a bit of a knock. What exactly did he hurt? Because it didn't show. He just went down all of a sudden. I think it could be like a cramp, or I don't know what it is. I'm not sure, actually. I really want to go to the UK, man. I miss the UK so bad. My uncle my uncle actually lives in Bristol area. Well, now he's toward the beach, like 30 minutes south of Bristol. But yeah, maybe I'll go see a Bristol City game or something, Championship side, and then perhaps go to Wales. Maybe. I mean, it's right there. Maybe go see a Swansea or Cardiff game. Yeah, if I'm going to go to Bristol, I don't think there are going to be any Premier League sides around there, so. Unless Swansea get promoted. I don't think... No, Swansea are in the bottom half of the table, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they are. I gotta say, I don't know if you guys follow the Championship at all. Watford, I think they are like in top 6 or top 7. Mateus Martins. I don't know if you know him. He was a player that played for Fluminense. If you guys look through my Fluminense vlogs, you can see that Mateus Martins actually scored the equalizer against Botafogo when we were down 2-0, and then Fluminense came back and equalized 2-2. Mateus Martins actually scored the second goal. Now he's playing for Watford. He's actually solid, though. Like, sometimes when players... Anyway, they played an overlapping run here. Hold on one second. It's going to be Ferguson. Jaisimi nibbled his legs. No foul there. I thought perhaps maybe Ferguson had a bit of a case there. Maybe, yeah. This referee has been so bad. That actually was a foul. He did nick his legs a little bit there, Jaisimi. This ref is actually terrible. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Umer on the hold-up? No, nothing there. He goes to ground easy. No, nothing there. Calabai has had Umer in his back pocket the whole fucking game. Nothing. He's done nothing. Anyway, Davison here is going to be taking on Foran on the left-hand side. Takes it to his right foot. Little. Oh. Tries to curl it, but the keeper collects it. But anyway, yeah, Mateus Martins is such a solid player. Sometimes you see Brazilians going on to the Premier League or the Championship. Sometimes they'll pan out, sometimes they won't. More times than not that they will show some flashes, they will show some promise. But I do like how Mateus Martins has been playing for Watford. Also, Richarlison came from Fluminense too. I was going to say I am a fan of Richarlison, even though he can be a little bit of a punk sometimes. Oh, Dobbs, yeah. We've been... Okay, we're sitting deep a little bit, inviting pressure. Top of the 18-yard box is Clark. Jennings going to take on Gunter. He beats him for pace, but Gunter recovers, blocks the cross. Hartlepool have been looking decent in these last 5 minutes or so. They're starting to really find their footing. It's going to be Kemp taking the corner kick with his left foot. Outswinger here. Foreign heads it, but to nobody in particular. Or not even to the goal mouth. Davison clears it away. Silla's going to take a couple touches forward. Plays it to Ferguson on the left. On the near side. Oh, he clipped it over the top, actually. Gunter struggling to get back, but gets his body in the way eventually. What other results are there on the championship, actually? Nothing too crazy. A lot of the bottom teams are losing. A lot of the top teams are winning. Nothing too interesting. Middlesbrough 1-0 QPR. That's an interesting one, though. Peel. Well, it's not interesting. Middlesbrough are in the top 4, so I'm not surprised. Anyway, throwing for Hartlepool here in their half. Oh, Davison wins the knockdown. Al-Hamadi, what can he do? Al-Hamadi takes it to his right, holding the ball up a little bit. Jaisimi, Davison. Oh, decent effort from Davison. Made something out of nothing there, as there were a couple of players that were in his way, but then he ends up like holding the ball up, taking a touch to his left, and try to blast it. Yeah, Al-Hamadi couldn't do much there because tried to create space for himself, but the center back was all over his back, and he tried to lay it off to Jaisimi. Jaisimi over to Davison. Good job by Davison to win the knockdown. He's won several of those so far to really advance the play. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Josh Davison that won the knockdown initially. No, it wasn't the same play, but it was around that time where Chislett was able to play Brown on the overlap. Oh, Brown put a good ball into the box. Any subs for AFC Wimbledon? It doesn't look like they're lining anything up. The only thing I can think of right now is perhaps Curry for Brown. That's all I can think of right now. Other than that, I think we're fine the way we are, to be honest. I think if you were to make another one, I'd say maybe Pearson for Chislett just for fresh. Well, no, Chislett's been doing good, though. In terms of, like, you know, off the ball, press. He's been good in possession, too. He's been putting himself in good positions. When I say Pearson for Chislett, I mean like for like fresh legs. I don't think we need to make any sort of tactical subs at the moment, aside from Curry for Brown. Jennings on the left here. Ferguson with a decent ball back post. Nobody there, though, thankfully. Yeah, overhit it slightly, but I mean, it fell perfectly to the back post. Nobody there. And for those of you wondering why I'm playing the away commentary, it's because, what is it, Mike T? No, I confuse the two, Rob and Mike. But the main commentator for AFC Wimbledon, I think it's Mike, yeah. Yeah, Mike unfortunately is not on commentary today. Oh. Woodyard gets dispossessed. Oh. Yeah, Hartlepool have really, they've really been up and down this game. Well, inconsistent rather. I mean, they've had good spells, but those spells only lasted for like 10 minutes at a time. First 10 to 15, and then, yeah, first 10 to 15 of both halves, really. Cleared away. Woodyard's being put under press here. Nicely done. Yeah, it's going to be a free kick here for Hartlepool to take in a decent area. It was Kalambai committing the foul on Umera. Really the first time Umera's gotten the better of Kalambai all game. I don't like this. He looks like he's a good free kick taker. Oh, that's such a good... Wow. I even called it. I even called it, dude. His stance, he looked like he was going to, like, bury the shit out of that one. And that he did. Wow, what a good top corner. That was such a good strike. Hartlepool are back in it now. That was... I wouldn't say that was quite the quality of someone like Ward-Prowse, where he puts it in with like blistering pace. But he placed that very well. And it was put with enough pace to where Zanev couldn't get there. Could Zanev have done better? Could he have done better? No, I don't think so. I mean, some keepers like to cheat and like to already lean that way before the free kick was taken. It looked to me like Zanev was content to just wait to see where the free kick was taken before he started going in that direction. But once he started going in the direction, nothing he could do. Like, that was such a good free kick. I wouldn't exactly put the blame on Zanev in that one, as a keeper myself. I usually like to cheat off my line, to cheat off to the side a little bit. But that was such a good free kick. It really was. Man, okay. And now, okay, now Hartlepool, I'm not going to say that they're going to, like, take control of the game, but that really lit a spark under them for sure, because they looked dead over these last 10 minutes. Pearson, though, by the way, is already on. He's not wearing shin guards. He's wearing the low socks. But, yeah, it is going to be Pearson for JaggyDons, actually, which I think is okay. I mean, Chislett's been on form in this game, and JaggyDons has had little flashes here and there, but he's been quiet for the most part. So I'd say that's a good sub. When he has taken his men on the 1v1, he's actually done pretty well. JaggyDons. Ooh, Gunter. Oh, Woodyard was making that run. Almost gets his head on it, just over his head. Little. Chislett. Back to Little. Little's going to take his man on. Tries to, but gets dispossessed. Dodds is going to maraud forward. It's going to be a 3-on-3, I think. Yep, they play to the outside to Clark. Advantage played. Nicely done. Kalambai, good positioning off of the cross intended for Umera, but Paul Kalambai sticks a foot out. It's going to be a yellow card, though, surely, for Pierre. I think that might be a yellow for Pierre. No? Okay. Because he did make a foul to potentially impede play. Yeah, that was a dangerous opportunity. Initially, it started from Armani Little trying to take it toward the far side, but completely missed the touch, missed the ball, and Clark dispossessed him. He just lost his feet there. And Armani Little every now and again is susceptible to that, to, you know, giving the ball away with like a kind of a poor touch, or that time it was actually a lack of a touch. Anyway, nice flick on there by Davison, but cleared away. Pearson's off. Come on. Can we hold on to this, boys, please? Oh, man. What an absolute belter of a free kick. I shouldn't say it was a belter, because it wasn't, like, it wasn't put with, like, a shit ton of pace, but it was enough pace and good placement to beat Zanev. Come on, boys. Just hold on. Just hold out here. Come on. Oh, that's a good touch there. Oh, the substitute Finney found a little bit of space there. Looked like Pearson tried to stick his foot out to try to clear it, and then it deflected off of Ferguson, went towards close to the top of the 18 area. Clark dropped deep to receive it. Pierre followed him, and then Clark just touched it past Pierre onto the run of Little, or I'm sorry, not Little, onto the run of the substitute Finney, but thankfully it was Kalambayi that at least got a little fizz off of the shot. Ooh, Al-Hamadi. I gotta say, I can't say enough about Kalambayi. He's been defending very well. Good recovery there. He wasn't out of position. He was just able to get in the way of the shot. Kemp plays it long. Again! Getting beat there. Finney, though, receiving it. Pierre struggling already. Jennings on the left takes it to his right foot. Plays it to Ferguson. He's going to whip it in. Pierre wasn't able to win the header there over Umera. It was a good run by Umera, to be fair, but the header was wide of the near post. Yeah, it looked like the ball was just ahead of Pierre, who couldn't get a foot on it or a head on it. And it looked to me like it was... Who was right behind? It was Lee Brown, who was right behind Umera, who maybe prevented Umera from steering it towards goal. So Lee Brown putting him off just enough. Oh! Al-Hamadi here is going to take it to his left, to his right. He's offside, though. Shot was wayward anyway. It was a handball on Davison, never mind. Yeah, it was a ball over the top to Davison. He had a little bit of a physical battle between him, and it was a battle between him and Ferguson, and then he was able to get a little touch to the center to Al-Hamadi, but handball before that. Here's Dobbs on the left here. Okay. There's a through ball attempt from Ferguson onto the substitute, but picked off. Again, Davison wins the flick on. Offside, though, from Al-Hamadi. Davison's been winning a lot of the aerial duels in this game. Al-Hamadi, yeah, his run was a little bit off there. He gets on the book, though, for dissent. All right. Harry Pell coming on for Al-Hamadi. Formation change, perhaps? Or are we just staying the same? Yeah, I think perhaps like a 4-5-1. And McAteer's coming on as well. McAteer for Chislett. Okay. So I was correct in the Pearson assessment. Pearson coming on for Jaisimi, though, instead of Chislett. But no Jack Curry, though. Yeah, I think we're content with Aaron Pierre coming on earlier, even though he hasn't really had the best start. I'm inclined to believe that we're switching to a 4-5-1 now, though. Ooh, not fully away. Headed from McAteer down the center. Harry Pell! Ooh! His first touch was almost a goal. It was a header from Davison down the center, and then all of a sudden you see Armani Little kind of lumping it forward. The center back header straight up in the air, allowing Al Hamadi to nod it towards Pell down the center, and Pell tried to volley with his left foot just a couple yards wide. Gotta say, Davison's been such a nuisance for Hartlepool, at least in terms of the aerial battles. Oh, Ferguson gives it away. McAteer on the press. Now Davison. And Ferguson gets a sliding challenge in. Foul on Ferguson. Yeah, Ferguson with a very heavy first touch on that near side, allowing McAteer to press him and dispossess him. And then Davison picks it up and draws the foul. McAteer already some lively stuff showing his mettle. Near post, not the best delivery from Little. Back to Little, though. Woodyard's going to switch the play with his left foot. Nicely done. Oh, go on. Oh! Decent effort. Paul Kalambai coming forward. Okay. He had space. He took the shot on. Couple yards wide of that near post, though. Your shit. Ah. There it is. Ooh, goes all the way back to Zanev off of the pass back. Oh, nice little flick on from Pearson. Cleared away, though. Finney's going to play it to the out. Oh, way. Finney tried to play it to the left-hand side to Dodds, but that was a good 2-3 yards behind Dodds, who was trying to make a run through instead of square. Oh, long throw. Harry Pell run onto it. Nice press. Forcing a throw. Of course, Pell's going to go all the way to the corner flag to take it. The referee whistles him back. the commentator's like, huh, what's going on? He has no idea how much of a shithouse Pell actually is. He's like, oh, what's going on? That was 10 yards ahead of where it actually should have been. Oh, what's going on? Nah, you should know Pell by now. Anyway, McAteer in possession here. Nice 1-2 between him and Pell. But the return pass is a little heavy. McAteer still in possession, though. Davison. Oof. A couple yards over the bar there. The fans are throwing the ball around. Brennan Kiernan for Connor Jennings, like for like sub, in the striking position. Oh my god, they're just tossing the ball. The fans are tossing the ball around. And they had to get the ball from the... Oh my god. They just tossed the ball back into the stand as the keeper was about to take the goal kick. They tossed the ball back onto the pitch. Oh my lord. You gotta love it. You hate it when it happens to you, but you love it when it happens for you. Oh, Gunter. Goal kick. Nice header won by Pell. Flick on from Davison. Header. Oh, not fully away there by the center back. Bounced off the face of McAteer. But now Kiernan. Foul, no? Pell pressing. McAteer pressing. He dispossesses Ferguson again, but this time doesn't come away with it. Still in possession, Hartlepool. Almost dispossesses Ferguson. Oh, Pearson putting the press on the outside back. He wins it. 1-2 between him and Davison. Back to Pearson on the left. Oh, on the overlap again. Brown, he has space. He could have taken a touch ahead of him, but you know Brown is one to whip it in instead of taking space or try to take someone on. He actually had a little bit of space to take it ahead of him there. Maybe a little extra touch before putting it back in. But then the cross was blocked. Nicely done, though, by Pearson, McAteer on the wide areas in the press. Too close to the keeper. Oh! Still punched it away, though. Didn't collect that. I thought he would catch it. Out for another corner. The keeper, from what I noticed, hasn't really been the best in terms of the aerial duels. He's opted to punch a couple times when he could have caught. It's going to be a corner here for Wimbledon. No. I don't think it was fouled, the keeper. No. There was a slight little mini collision between him and Brown, but not nearly enough to put the keeper off there. Keeper was complaining about a foul, but I don't think there was much on that. I'm trying to be objective, like looking at that as a keeper. You know, keepers try to milk fouls and try to be like, hey, but nothing on that. And at that time it was a foul. It was a genuine foul on the keeper there. A little bit of an obstruction on the keeper there. From Josh Davison. AFC Wimbledon, though, on the verge of coming away with a very crucial win. Handball. Yep. Oh, Sam Pearson on the left. Okay, Pearson with pace here. Dodds is able to see it out eventually, though. The battle of the no shin guards. Both Dodds and Pearson not wearing shin guards, wearing low socks. Oh, Davison taking down the right with pace. Back to Pell. Gunter tried to play it to Davison, but it went straight to his head, and he tried to react and nod it to somebody, but out for a goal kick. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Not surprised. A little bit of time wasting from the fans. Header forward. Davison can run onto it. Go on, Davison. Hit it. Center back got in the way as he took the shot on. Oh, goal kick. Never mind. It was Ferran on the press there. Yeah, it was a deflection. I don't know how nobody saw that. There was a deflection off Ferran. Or Foreign. I was thinking of Forlan. Diego Forlan. Davison has been decent. He hasn't gotten on the ball too often, but he's been winning headers. He's been holding the ball up decent. You know, good enough to really kind of trouble the back line. Way. Oh. Oh, nice challenge there by Pearson on Kemp. We have a counterattack. It's like a 4-on-4 right now. Pearson, he played it back to Pell, behind Pell. Slowed the play down. Instead of playing it ahead of Pell, it was a little bit behind him there on the square ball. Here's Clark on the wide area. Yeah, it's a foul, yeah. Yeah. It was on the wide area, Clark. Kalambai came in. Oh, yeah, no. Kalambai knew what he was doing. It wasn't like a reckless challenge, but he stepped in, preventing like a Clark from coming forward after releasing the ball. Like a 1-2 potentially could have been there, but Kalambai, yeah, knew what he was doing. Here we go. 2.5 minutes to play. Hartlepool with a decent opportunity here. Free kick from about like 40 yards out. They can whip this in. Headed away by Pierre. Dodds beats McAteer. Cross comes in. Foreign heads it straight at Zanev though. Near post. Yeah, I was a little bit behind him, so he had to really extend his neck to even try to get his head on that one. Very difficult to redirect those with power. It's hard to do both. Oh, Lee Brown taking it forward. He has space. Pearson, down the middle. McAteer. Left-footed. Oh, deflection. Keeper collects it though. Yeah, the deflection, if it hadn't been as hard of a deflection, it actually would have trickled in the back of the net. But the fizz, there's too much fizz taken off the shot, so keeper collects it. 1 minute to go here for AFC Wimbledon to really ride this one home. Finney holding the ball up ahead of Woodyard, back heels it, but cleared away by Kalambai. Come on. Dodd switches the play. Clark. Or Kiernan. McAteer holding it up. That's a good ball. That's such a good ball. No. Well, it's all gone wrong. Ferguson just whips it in back post, and who the fuck is on that? Nobody goes for the header. Who the fuck? What the fuck is Armani Little doing? He just kind of steps off of it. Pierre doesn't go for the header either. Offside, offside, offside. No. Oh, man. That's all Armani Little on that one. Pierre has his man. I mean, Pierre maybe could have tried to jump for it, but it was over his head. I don't think he would have gotten there. At least make the attempt, though. But Armani Little loses his man completely. Ball watching, doesn't know where his man is. Easy. Easy header for him in the back post. Well, that's a complete stab in the heart. That's fucking frustrating, dude. Fucking hell. No. Playoffs are lost. No. No. That's just a stab in the heart, dude. Playoffs are lost. Just from that alone. Just from that last minute equalizer alone. Playoffs are lost. That's actually frustrating, dude. That's fucking frustrating. Hartlepool play it long here. Kalambai wins it. Poor first touch from Gunter. But Kalambai is going to get ahead of it. Still not fully away. Handball. Okay. Seven minutes and 50 seconds in. There it is. Let me just gather my thoughts for a second. Well, what can I say? AFC Wimbledon deserved the win and they don't get it. I'm not going to be salty because it was their own fault, really. I mean, the first goal, fair play, fucking worldy of a free kick. But it still didn't look like Hartlepool were going to score second. I thought for sure they were going to come like flying in, pressing, making it difficult for us. But Hartlepool, they played better possession after they scored that first goal. They knocked it around with a bit more. And like I said, they had spells. First 10 minutes of the game, they knocked it around pretty well. They only had one real good chance though, which was a chip after Little got dispossessed. A chip from 30 yards out. Zanev not able to get back, but went over the bar. First 10 minutes of the second half, they played okay to Hartlepool, but they never really looked like they were going to come back into the game. Even after the first goal, I think we controlled possession, but I'll get to the goal. I'll get to the second goal because that was the defending was horrible on the cross, but I'm going to start there because that's the thing that's the most fresh on my mind right now. Armani Little, what the fuck are you doing? Obviously, sometimes players get caught ball watching. It happens. But he was a good 3 or 4 yards. His man was goal side of Little. Little was on the other side of him, 3 or 4 yards on the other side of him. Didn't make any effort to... Obviously, at that point, he had no ability to recover. Pierre maybe could have made an effort to jump for it, but he was marking somebody else. He was marking Umera on the near post. Armani Little just completely let go of that. I was going to say Armani Little struggled this game at times. I mean, he didn't play terribly, but every now and again he would give the ball away in the first half. He started to work his way back onto the game, possessing, going forward once in a while. But that was a real let-off. That really was. I mean, wide open on the back post. You can't let that happen at this stage of the game. But I'll try to at least, talk about the positives because I think AFC Wimbledon they played consistently for the most part. I'm happy with the overall performance. I think, Al Hamadi, he didn't get the ball all too much, but when he did, he was clinical. Took a couple touches forward, shrugged off a couple defenders, made a great run, good near post header for the first goal. And the second goal, just little back heel flick off after receiving it from Chislett. Took a touch to hold it up, flicks it back to Chislett, who took a couple heavy touches toward the top of the 18-yard box, set himself up for a shot. Decent hit. Keeper parries it, not the best parry in the world. And Jaisimi finishes it. I thought Chislett was great. Good area. He put himself in good areas. Positionally very sound. Knew when to track back defensively and make a couple challenges. Knew when to go forward. Knew when to drop and play the overlap. I thought he was solid all around Chislett. Al Hamadi, like I said, played well. Jaisimi was quiet at times, but when he did receive the ball, made it difficult for the opposition. Beat his man on the 1v1. Quick, tight, good in tight spaces. There was one moment where he received it in the top of the 18-yard box around the 20th minute. Normally, when your first touch is right to your feet, it's not the best thing in the world, but he knew that there was pressure off him. Quick touch, right on his feet, left-footed effort. That was just, I think it was a little bit wide, but Jaisimi did well until he came off. I think our attackers played well. Davison winning some knockdowns, making it difficult. Little and Woodyard, a little bit left to be desired. I think Woodyard gave the ball away a couple times in the first 20-30 minutes, but then he started to really work his way in it, crack some challenges, knock the ball around, keep possession well. But it's just that last goal, man. That last goal, Armani Little was nowhere near it. And Pierre also, I didn't think had the best game either. Got caught out of position on one instance where there was a cross onto the head of Umera, who headed it wide of the near post with Lee Brown putting the press on there. I think Pierre looked kind of There was a through ball too that got in behind him. That Kalambai was able to partially deflect a shot from the substitute Finney. I thought Kalambai was solid though. Pierce was solid. Unfortunately, that he had to come off because of a knock, and I think that might have made a difference there. Pierce coming off. I think had Pierce stayed on, I think we would have kept at least a 2-1. I think Pierce was solid all around as well. I think really just Pierre and Lil were really the two duds that really made the difference in terms of Hartlepool's comeback. That being said, of course, the foul was committed by Kalambai. That must be said. Before the goal was scored, the first goal was scored. I mean, it wasn't. You can't really blame him. I mean, that was the one time where Umera got the better of Kalambai. Kalambai tried to stick his foot out and brought him down. But I mean, Umera did nothing. He did absolutely nothing all game. Kalambai and Pierce were on it. I think that one of their other strikers, Jennings, did well. Like, he dropped deep, played on the overlap, and then took it down the wing a couple of times, forced some crosses. But yeah, I mean, everyone did their part. Gunter did okay. When I say okay, I mean like a 6.5 performance. Little and Pierre were like 5, 4. Everyone else was a solid 8 to 9. I'll go down the list. Zanev, I'd say 7.5. Couple of shanked clearances, but okay. Kalambai was a 9. Pierce was a 9. Brown was an 8.5. I'm going down the list quickly. Jaisimi was an 8.5 from the goal. If he didn't score the goal, maybe an 8. Little was a 5. Woodyard was a 7, I'd say. Chislett was a 9. Davison was an 8. Al Hamadi was an 8.5. Pell, when he came on, looked good on the press. Had a shot that went just a little bit wide with his left foot on the volley. Decent effort. 8.5. Pierre, 5. McAteer, 9. Good press for McAteer. Dispossessed him a couple times. Pearson dispossessed him a couple times too. Had some good pace in the wide areas. 8.5. But really just those 2 5s, man. Those 2 5s really made the difference from Little and not Pierce. Little and Pierre. We'll see though. We'll see how we can. I don't know why the timer was going down the whole time. We'll see what we do going forward, but that's just an absolute let off It really is. I mean, 2 points dropped against the Hartlepool side in 23rd. Really good opportunity to really take the game by the scruff of the neck. And I thought AFC Wimbledon played well for the most part. It's just, last. Like I said, I don't think they played poorly after conceding. I still think they controlled the game for the most part. Just last 10 minutes of the game, including stoppage time, invited a teeny bit of pressure, but still preventable on that goal, man. Very preventable. I'm very disappointed with the end result. I think this game really does solidify the idea that we're probably not going to make playoffs. I think we're like a firm mid-table side, but I think playoffs is just beyond reach. I don't want to say for sure. I don't want to will that into existence. I don't want to manifest that into existence because you never know. But I think that game really does solidify it. We are going to be mid-table. I did say we're going to finish 10th earlier in the stream, and I think looks to me like that's the trajectory we're headed at. So disappointed to say the least, but definitely some positives to take forward. I think Al-Hamadi was brilliant. McAteer was great coming on. Chislett looks solid. I think we keep his formation 4-2-3-1. Same exact formation, except perhaps Marshy again for Little. If Little impresses in the training ground, maybe keep him. But that was just, I'm sorry, Little did not impress at all this game. I think he really disappointed. Sucks, but I mean, I don't want to relegate him right away for Marsh, because Marsh really needs to show that he's on form and ready to go, ready to start again. But that's just a shame. I don't know. Could play a 4-4-2 with like Woodyard as the holder, perhaps, and Jaisimi on one side and Pearson on the other side, Chislett as the attacking mid, or Pell as the attacking mid. Pell or Chislett, either or, and then have Al-Hamadi and Davison up top. I think we need to switch to a diamond, at least for the short term. I knew it would happen. This is why playoffs are just a dream at the moment. 2-0 up at home to a relegation side. Can't kill the game off. It's like, oh shit, we're in the lead. What the hell do we do now? To be fair, I don't think Wimbledon played like that. I don't think they were like, okay, it looks... I don't think they were like last season under Robbo, where you knew it was going to happen just based on what you saw on the pitch. I think you knew it would happen because it's just part of the AFC Wimbledon culture, right? But I don't think that they looked like they were going to concede that second. Like I said, even after that first one, they still knocked it around pretty well. But Hartlepool, I mean, fair play to them. I think Dobbs looked good on that center attacking mid position. He started off slow, but he really started to go from one side of the pitch to the other, left to right to middle, making it difficult for us to mark him. I think on that left-hand side, Ferguson was, even though he gave the ball away a couple times on the defensive end, I think he put good balls into the box, and that ball for that second goal was an absolute peach of a cross from Ferguson. I got to give credit to him, aside from the poor marking from Little. But it's very disappointing, to say the least. But thank you guys for coming along. See you on the next one.